What a nonsense, guys. Our beloved Kaspa is dipping again, right? But that's of course due to the fact of what BTC is doing, right? Guys, apologies for this format, but my laptop is basically really bad these days, especially with OBS. I'm going to get myself a new laptop probably after the next pump. But anyways, guys, if you are new, consider subscribing. My name is Luke, and let's get the party started, shall we? So, Kaspa short-term analysis, well, you see what's going on. Stochastic RSI is basically overheated. Right, we've got fear and greed that's basically entering fear, and we have lost the level of a support, which is 6.5, right? And now Kaspa is trading at 0.063. So the question is, can Kaspa dip any lower? Well, I believe potentially it will, right? So now, guys, let me actually go through everything that I have found for you for today, and of course we are going to give you my conclusion. Now, if it comes to the overall market, guys, you see what kind of a nonsense it is. Some totally random coins are basically pumping, right? And question is, can we see this altcoin season? Can we see finally a positivity? Well, first of all, guys, I believe that we are dipping due to the fact, or actually anticipation of what is going to come in April, right? 4th of April, right? We've got these readings. I don't personally think that they are going to be great, but funny enough is that that also coincides with global money supply, right? So April 2 tariffs and everything, right? That's perfectly coinciding with this dip. So I do believe personally that all of these news, the tariffs, the war, and all of that nonsense is basically designed to distract us from technicals, right? Because technicals could be tricky to understand, right? There's a lot of data to follow, right? Of course, I am not perfect in following that data, and I believe non-trader is, right? Because there is so much of it, and also we do have to understand that this market, especially crypto market, is pretty much manipulation, just like some of you commented in the comments, right, yesterday. Anyways, guys, let's have a look. So now, speaking about technicals, this is total two crypto market cap, and that's altcoin season according to Mr. Trade and Target, right? So he's basically saying that altcoin season now will gonna come and last for 2 years. Well, based on this pattern here, which is a huge cap and handle on 2 weekly, there was massive altcoin season 2016, 2018. Well, it did happen, right? That was created a perfect handle, right? And at the moment, this is where we are at, right? So of course, short time frame. Who really cares about the short time frame? I know that you guys invested into Kaspa and potentially even older altcoins because you want to wait for a longer term, right, investment. Anyways, guys, let's move on. This account, Bit Elite, is very accordingly predicting the tops and the bottoms, right? And I'm not showing that because, wow, Bit Elite, but I'm showing that because it kind of coincides with my thesis, all of these news and, money to supply, stuff like that. And now he's basically saying that we could have some shakeout towards 74K for BTC, which is not out of the question. But if that is going to happen, I believe that this is going to be the last shakeout, just as per global money supply. As you can guys clearly see, we've got this mini rally that fails, right? We've got Bitcoin pumping, everybody was greedy, and we thought that we are going parabolic, but you see what's going on. We can have a choppiness for a bit in here, and after that obviously we are going to see expansion. So that's something that actually gave me hopium, right? And this is something I'm giving you, your daily dose of hopium. Anyways, guys, let's move to Kaspa's dashboard. So 54K if it comes to volume. We've got market cap sitting at 1.6 billion, and if it comes to Kaspa being mined, 90.41, which obviously is bullish right now. Of course, we don't feel that bullishness, but I believe that with time we will. Regarding fear in the market, I believe that obviously this tension with Iran can potentially spook the market. I believe that this is being priced in at the moment, or will gonna get priced in when we are going to see some further escalations. Hopefully not, but obviously well, let's see how things are going to roll. Now, another chart, altcoins, according to Mr. Airprof, this is total crypto market cap on 2 weekly, guys. That's where we are at the moment, according to his analysis. 2015, 2016, then we've got 2018, 2019, and 2022, 2023, on these double bottoms, and this is where we are at, slowly grinding. But we still haven't had this truly parabolic run. And by saying parabolic run, I don't mean Bitcoin going from, let's say, 60K to 107 and then basically consolidating and everything basically going downwards, right? We are waiting for a huge bull cycles to come. Now guys, let's have a look at liquidity, and then we are going to come back to the chart. So if it comes to Bitcoin, well, we are, let's say, stabilized. At the moment we've got less longs and more shorts, right? So we could have some local short squeeze on the daily. However, very interesting is that much more people are actually shorting BTC, as you can see in here, right? Green color stands for shorts, red stands for longs. Nobody is longing Bitcoin on a 7 daily, which of course gives us a lot of fuel. And that's 24 hourly for Bitcoin, right? I believe what we could see is that 81 on a daily, we could see the drop in order to collect this liquidity in here at 81. And after that, we could, well, potentially go towards the upside. But anyways, guys, if it comes to Kaspa, we've got 50-50 type of a scenario as usual on a daily, at least for Kaspa, right? Kaspa is in desperate search of liquidity and is basically going sideways, right? But I believe not forever. Nothing really lasts forever. So don't worry, guys. That's what I'm telling to myself. Anyways, Kaspa 7 daily outlook is quite similar if it comes to BTC. You see green color, shorts, right? Everybody's shorting versus longs. Not many people are longing Kaspa at the moment, which obviously is great. So that is a weekly perspective if it comes to heat map, right? Binance Kaspa USDT perpetual, and you see these levels are currently above the current trading price for Kaspa. However, of course, we could go towards the downside. Probably, in my personal humble opinion, we are going to go probably first 2 weeks of April, choppiness, collecting liquidity from the downside. After that, the liquidity injection should come from M2 supply, and then obviously we are going to reevaluate the situation. So now guys, looking at 24 hourly, what's happening is that we have some blocks of liquidity for Kaspa at 6-1 level. So let's go back to trading view and let's have a look at 6-1 level and actually, 6-1 level, and actually estimate if it's even possible, right, for us to dip to 6-1 level. So 6-1 level is currently in here. We have dipped in here before previously, which I believe is definitely not out of the question for this thing to happen. So as you can see, guys, we've got another couple of percent to go towards the downside. And also, guys, like proper downside, I believe that Kaspa could actually, of course temporarily, don't get me wrong, I'm not bear on Kaspa, just short time frame, we could see another downside of another 10%, right? And why? Well, we do have some liquidity laying in this area. Kaspa traded in here before. Well, these were very quick wicks, so-called scam wicks. Nonetheless, guys, we could create some kind of a formation of double bottom and then potentially go towards the upside, hashtag money to supply. So that's that, guys. Expect some more pain in coming days. This is definitely possible. However, if we are going to look at the scenario of USDT dominance, well, that's for hourly. Let's actually leave this for hourly in here. We have unfortunately closed above this very important level of resistance, and we have flipped it into support, right? So what now? What can potentially happen if it comes to technicals for USDT dominance, right? Well, we could go even as high as this overall level in here. Of course, I don't want to say it, but it's definitely possible. But that's going to be very short time frame, I believe, if that's going to happen. Because on a weekly time frame, guys, you see what is happening, right? We potentially have some, another little local bullish cross in here for USDT dominance. So what I believe can happen is, well, probably a couple of waves, scam wicks, whatever, blah, blah. But eventually, the weekly perspective is going to drop towards the downside for USDT dominance, right? So to conclude this video, guys, first of all, for Kaspa, the downside on a daily, let me switch it to 4 hourly, the downside on a daily could be these lower levels where Kaspa possibly traded, right? And overall market is going to look very, very poorly, right, for the next couple of days. And after that, of course, I believe, at least my personal opinion, is that money to supply is going to obviously change the situation in the market and hopefully in our portfolios. Guys, thank you very much for watching this video, and as usual, peace and love, crypto.